Well, hi everyone. It's great to be with you. As shared, my name is Kim Kaufman, and it's exciting to speak with you today at the beginning of a brand new school year. What a crazy, chaotic, and compelling time for everyone following an unprecedented academic year. Now, to kick things off, I want to start by sharing a story, taking us back in time and rewinding a little bit. It was a warm evening in May, the kind of night where the sun stays up longer. Kids are outside riding bikes, catching fireflies. Summer break is around the corner. At our house, the doorbell rings. My dad answers. A young man is standing on our porch. He's wearing a leather jacket. A bandana is tied around his head, and a motorcycle is in our driveway. Is your wife home? He asks. Yes, my dad says, and you are? I'm one of her former students. Mom comes to the door. Michael, what are you doing here? Got a minute? He asks. Mom and Michael have a seat on the porch, and this is what he says. Mrs. Behrens, in a few weeks, I'm going to graduate high school, and it's because of you. I wanted to tell you in person. You believed in me when others didn't. You helped me see that I can overcome challenges and succeed too. And for that, I want to say thank you. Thank you. The year was 2015. Mom had retired from teaching special education at Normal Community High School just 2 years prior. Michael was one of her last students. He was known for having an explosive personality. At times, his emotions would get the best of him. The stress, the tension would mount. And when Mom could see Michael's emotions about to boil over, she would give him a get out of class card. On those days, Mom and Michael would walk the halls together, giving him a chance to decompress. And it was on their walks that Mom learned about Michael's love of automobiles. She got him into a vocational program for cars, which allowed Michael to land a job working on motorcycle engines. This fueled Michael's passion for mechanics while giving him the confidence boost and motivation he needed to finish high school. Soon he would have his diploma in hand. Michael, that's wonderful news, my mom exclaimed. And I'm thrilled you're telling me this in person. But after all this time, how did you know where I lived? I always knew where you lived. He smiled. Michael was the first person in his family to graduate high school. And it happened here in Unit 5. No matter who we are, what we do, or where we come from, all of us will face challenges in life. But it's our response to those challenges, and often a helping hand, that helps pave our future. No one was immune to the complex dilemma that COVID-19 presented. At the start of a brand new decade, no one could imagine that a pandemic would strike in 2020, changing the way we work, interact, and learn upside down. Fast forward to today and the start of a brand new school year. COVID-19 has taught us many things: how to think quickly, how to adapt, how to make a face mask look fashionable. And none of it is necessarily easy. But thinking back to Michael's story, perhaps the most important lesson of all is that people need each other. We need to feel connected. After more than a year of isolation, it's more important now than ever that we need people to lean on, learn from, inspire us, and make us better. It's difficult to grow if we're alone. Helping hands lift us up. And that's where you come in. As a Unit 5 graduate, class of 2004, some of the most defining moments of my life happened in school. For context, I was a Brigham Elementary, Parkside Junior High, and Normal Community West high school kid. Go Wildcats! Don't worry, Ironman. You're cool too. Now, from my interactions with the secretaries to the custodians, recess supervisors, lunchroom staff, bus drivers, teachers, and principals, the kindness and enthusiasm I received from educators like you helped mold me into the person I am today. Because let's face it, when you're a kid, besides celebrities and superheroes, your teacher is a pretty big deal. After all, you're the person students see the most besides their family and friends. And I can say with 100% confidence that one, your actions matter, and two, good or bad, those actions will be remembered by students for years to come. No pressure, right? As a kid, I was awkwardly shy. I had a hard time making friends. You can't see it here, but I'm 6'1", or 5'13" tall, as I like to say. Yeah, at 11 years old and lanky, well, you get the picture. It wasn't pretty. Now, I wanted to speak up. I did. I wanted to be more outgoing, but I just wasn't sure how or the right way to go about doing it. And then one day in 6th grade, our teacher, Mrs. Venerable, was wanting to make the lesson more interactive. You see, we were reading the book, Matilda, by British author Roald Dahl. And of course, the story is about a bright little girl whose insensitive and outlandish parents, like attending social gatherings and going to parties and watching TV more than spending time with their little girl. And again, to make the lesson interactive, Mrs. Venerable started calling on students in class to read for various characters in the story. And before I knew it, she had called on me to read for the part of Matilda's mother, Mrs. Wormwood, at the front of the room. What? Now, instantly, my face got red. My hands began to sweat. My knees knocked as I got up from my desk and literally floated toward the chalkboard. You see, I wasn't the kind of kid to tell a teacher no, but goodness, standing on display in front of a room full of 30 people was not something I was thrilled to do. As I stood there, looking out over the sea of classmates, I don't know what came over me, but when it was my turn to read, I grabbed my book, I opened it, and I busted into a British accent faster than you can say, "Matilda Wormwood, put down that manuscript and start watching the telly. There's more to learn by watching than what you're reading in those silly pages." I paused, waiting for the social wrath that would be boos and jeers. And then the strangest thing happened. My classmates, they smiled. They laughed. I mean, in a good way. Yeah, sure, they looked kind of frightened by what I had done, but they enjoyed it. Oh, and that felt good, real good. They said, "More." So I read more, and my confidence grew. Pretty soon, I started raising my hand to read and speak more often in front of my class. In junior high and high school, teachers, coaches, and mentors helped me break out of my shell even more. I joined the speech team. I played varsity tennis. I participated in plays and musicals. And then after graduating high school, I went to college and I pursued a degree in broadcast journalism. And after graduating from college, I've gone on to be a television news anchor and a reporter. I've done sales and marketing. I was a Walt Disney World cast member, and I'm now a corporate communications professional and public speaker. Uh, was it easy? No. There were many bumps, twists, and turns along the way, and the journey continues. But the foundational wisdom and encouragement that I received from educators like you to help me break out of my shell and pursue opportunities suited for my interests and skill set is priceless. Think about the influential people in your life. Did they encourage you, inspire you, motivate you, comfort you, or all of the above? According to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, we as humans need love and belonging in order to thrive. These psychological essentials help us to grow. As educators, you are critical in making sure these needs are met. Now, coming back together face to face after being apart for more than a year won't necessarily be easy. There will be growing pains and stress. But I want you to remember to try and cut through all of that and remember the significant role you play in fostering a sense of love and belonging among all of those who walk the halls of Unit 5 schools, both with students and staff. While actions may seem so simple, often it is the simple interactions that mean the most to people. A smile, a wave, an open door, a conversation. That makes the biggest difference in the hearts and minds of others. Take it from me. I was a wallflower who blossomed. Whether you're starting your career in Unit 5 or perhaps you've been teaching in the district for decades, it's important to remember that all people really desire three things in order to succeed: to be seen, to be valued, and to receive respect. As we look ahead to a brand new school year, I think about Michael's story. And I think about the fact that Mom never knew how much her actions mattered to Michael until he came to the door and he told her in person. But his success is proof of this. Your actions matter. Be kind, be patient, and keep an open mind so that the bright minds of tomorrow can be seen, heard, and loved today. Thank you for all you do, and cheers to a memorable and meaningful school year. Bye-bye.